is, though, they had to drop 21 of those bombs to be sure of just having 2 of them hit the runway, because these were Second World War dumb bombs, and that's what you had to do. There is the bomb bay wide open. That's where those 21 1,000-pound bombs were held. Of her life in the Royal Air Force, and she first flew in 1952, did the Vulcan prototype. The last few years there was just this one aircraft, this particular aircraft, that was called the Vulcan display flight, because the people did not want to let Vulcan go, but eventually the Royal Air Force had to retire her, and she was retired in 1993. And then 2 people decided, basically, well, a lot of people decided, but 2 particular people decided that she ought to be preserved, and if possible, preserved in a flying state. As she comes by this time, watch for those bomb bay doors closing. See that area that held the 21 1,000-pound bombs. The bomb doors are now closed. So in the 1990s, David Walton and his family, who bought this aircraft from the RAF and all the spares, and Dr. Robert Fleming, who decided that he ought to form something that eventually became the Vulcan to the Sky Trust to keep this magnificent aeroplane flying. Silhouetted against the puffy white clouds and the camouflage colour scheme, immaculately maintained by Taft Stone, the crew chief and chief engineer, who says 558, that's this aeroplane, XH558 is my baby. Team of 6 engineers who daily work miracles, keeping this 55-year-old aeroplane flying. And her number 558, 55 years she's been flying this particular aircraft, and 8 years since she was restored. See there that she is as maneuverable as a fighter. She even has fighter-style control sticks. She doesn't have a big control yoke that most bombers have. She now lives at what used to be RAF Finningley. It's now called Robin Hood Airport, Doncaster, Sheffield. She was actually stationed there, this aircraft, between 1960 and 68, but she has her own hangar now, and you can go and visit her there. They have all sorts of visiting facilities there. And actually that facility will go on after she stops flying after this season. We also hope that she'll be able to continue to run her engines and be able to do fast taxiing on the runway there. So I think she's coming in now for her final pass, and we may be able to reflect a little of what happened in 1982, as I said, just over 33 years ago, when she dropped those 21 1,000-pound bombs on the Port Stanley airfield runway. We hope to be able to give you a little bit of a representation of that. Don't forget that when she has finished her flying display, you'll be very welcome at the club stand. Please do go and see them.